This is Apple's new iPad Air. It's slimmer, lighter and more powerful than its predecessor, the original iPad. But what Apple are doing more than anything else with the iPad Air is rebranding an existing line. The tablet, they say, should just disappear into the background and it should all be about the software. But let's have a look at the hardware first. You can see that it is slimmer than the original version, and you can see that it is also slightly narrower. But it's the same height, the screen is the same size. The processor, however, is doing an awful lot more than its predecessor, and it is able to process images, to process any apps of the 500,000 almost that Apple have got for tablets faster than any iPad before. At 20% thinner and 28% lighter, the first thing that you do notice when you pick up the Air is that its weight is significantly reduced, but it doesn't feel flimsy. This still clearly has all the build that Apple has got famous for. But £399 for a Wi-Fi only 16GB version, up to £739 for the biggest 128GB Wi-Fi and a mobile connection. These are still expensive devices, and what Apple is trying to do with the Air is not to bother competing with Amazon or Argos or Tesco's and all their cheaper tablets. Apple is saying that it owns the top of the market, that no one else is going to consider buying anything other than an iPad at this price. And to be honest, they do still own that market. This is the only tablet that you would consider. People want an iPad or nothing else. Where Apple is doing slightly different things, though, is with a new smart cover that, rather than having the metal of the previous version and 4 folds, now we've got 3, and a product that does feel much more akin to the iPad mini. And in fact, with an updated iPad mini, what Apple is doing is saying their 2 iPads are essentially identical, the same processor, the same quality of screen. You've just got to choose whether you want 7 inches or the 10-inch, 9.7-inch iPad Air. And that, in a sense, is the biggest change. Apple has made some of its software free for the iPads. It's updated iPhoto so you can do photo books. But the biggest change, actually, is in the branding. iPad Air suddenly is a new product that people can ask, have you got the iPad Air, or is it just the iPad 2 or 3? Apple's bid to own the Christmas tablet market rests on that new branding. It's a lovely product. It is slimmer, it is lighter, it is faster. It does do more things, but fundamentally, the iPad Air is an iterative improvement. It's an evolution. It's not a revolution. And for that, Apple fans will have to wait until next year.